Every December, the world slips into a familiar glow, lights appear, carols rise, and the season begins with the quiet belief that something once rose in the night sky to mark a turning point in history. That moment has shaped Christmas for centuries. But now, after decades of searching, scientists have uncovered a truth that bends everything we thought we knew. What rose in those ancient skies wasn't a simple star, but something far more unsettling. The mystery that wouldn't fade. During the Christmas season, stars are everywhere. They hang from street lamps, twinkle on rooftops, and sit proudly atop Christmas trees. Among all these festive decorations, one star carries a story that has puzzled people for centuries. The Star of Bethlehem appears only once in the Bible, in the Gospel of Matthew, yet it has become one of the most enduring symbols of the holiday. According to the Gospel, a bright star in the east appeared, guiding wise men across deserts to the birthplace of Jesus. The image of that star has captured imaginations for nearly 2,000 years. This mysterious light has fascinated astronomers, historians, and believers alike. It is more than a story of faith. It is a puzzle that touches history and astronomy at the same time. People have wondered what kind of celestial event could have created such a remarkable sign. Was it a comet blazing through the night sky? There are even scholars who believe the star might have been a symbolic creation, designed to inspire wonder and hope rather than record an actual event. One key reason of this mystery is that the only ancient record of the star comes from Matthew's Gospel. No Chinese, Roman, or other contemporary astronomers recorded a sudden bright star or unusual celestial event during that time. This has made the star both historically and scientifically elusive. Historians have also pointed out that the December 25th date for Christmas has more to do with ancient Roman traditions than the actual birth of Jesus. The holiday shares roots with Saturnalia, the Roman solstice festival. Some researchers even suggest that Jesus was more likely born in spring when shepherds would have been out with their flocks. The date was later moved by Emperor Constantine to coincide with the shortest night of the year, giving the story of the star a fixed place in the calendar rather than the sky. For centuries, the Star of Bethlehem remained a mystery that teased the minds of scientists and storytellers alike. Its legend seemed untouchable, a story suspended between history and imagination. To truly understand the Star of Bethlehem, we must step into the world of the Magi, the wise men of the ancient Near East. The interpretation by the Magi. Magi were not ordinary travelers, they were astrologers trained to read the skies. Every movement of the planets, sun, and moon held meaning. Births, deaths, and shifts in political power could all be interpreted from the heavens. For the Magi, the sky was a cosmic ledger, recording events that shaped life on Earth. The Bible tells us the Magi followed a star in the east, but experts note this description is more symbolic than literal. Art Mauer, director of Joliet Junior College's Trackman Planetarium, points out that the Magi came from Persia, traveling nearly 900 miles westward. They would not have seen a single eastern star leading them along the way. Instead, what they observed was likely something meaningful within their astrological framework. Some earlier theories suggested they followed a meteor, comet, or supernova. Meteors, though bright, disappear within seconds and would not last long enough for such a journey. Comets, like Halley's Comet, were sometimes visible around the time, but in ancient thought they were considered omens of doom, hardly suitable for celebrating a royal birth. Supernovae would have been spectacular, but no historical records confirm one at that time. One more plausible candidate emerges in the planet Jupiter. At the time, Jupiter was in retrograde, appearing to move eastward as it rose each night. Ancient astrologers considered Jupiter the king planet. Its presence in the Leo constellation, the sign often associated with kingship, would have carried strong meaning. Aries was connected to Judea in some traditions, Saturn symbolized life or protection, and the moon alongside Jupiter amplified the significance of a great birth. To the trained eyes of the Magi, this cosmic arrangement was unmistakable. From this perspective, the star may never have been intended for public observation. It was a coded sign, a message written in the heavens for those skilled in reading its symbols. This could explain why no contemporary records exist from other cultures. The event was subtle, interpretive, and symbolic, visible only to those who knew where and how to look. Yet the mystery deepens. If the star was originally a symbolic celestial sign, how did it evolve over time into the physical light we now imagine guiding travelers across deserts and inspiring countless artistic depictions? How did interpretation become transformation, turning an astrological signal into a beacon seen by all? Then, in recent years, one team of scientists decided to revisit the problem. They re-examined the ancient skies using modern tools and new calculations. What they discovered was so unexpected that it could rewrite everything we thought we knew about this iconic Christmas symbol. Ruling out the usual suspects. Scientists began with a critical examination, determined to separate fact from legend. For centuries, they scrutinized every natural phenomenon that might explain the Star of Bethlehem. Many theories sound convincing at first, but they fall apart under closer examination. A meteor, for example, seems like an obvious choice. It is bright and dramatic, streaking across the night sky. But meteors burn up almost instantly. They cannot linger for days or weeks. This makes it an unlikely candidate. Supernovae or novas have also been considered. A sudden explosion of a star could shine brighter than anything else in the sky. Yet astronomers point out that if a supernova had been bright enough to guide visitors, people in other parts of the world would have noticed. Observers in China, Rome, or the Middle East would likely have recorded the event, but no credible accounts exist from that period. There are no known remnants of such an explosion that match the time frame of Jesus' birth. A supernova simply does not fit the evidence. Comets are another popular suggestion. In the 1970s, researchers caught on to the timing coincidence of this Chinese so-called broom stars, which could match the description of a moving light in the sky. However, cultural context complicates the story. In many ancient societies, comets were regarded as bad omens, signaling disaster, war, or death. It seems strange for a comet, usually a symbol of fear, to announce the joyful birth of a king. The symbolism does not align with the story in the Gospel. Over the centuries, astronomers have considered all these possibilities and more. Bright meteors, comets, novae, or supernovae each carry some appeal, yet none fits the puzzle perfectly. Every proposed explanation leaves gaps that cannot be ignored. The mystery remains: how could a celestial sign appear at the right time, remain noticeable for long enough to guide visitors, and be remembered in a story that would survive millennia? Traditional ideas cannot fully account for all the details. The Star of Bethlehem seems to defy ordinary explanations, lingering at the edge of science, history, and faith. Yet a new approach is emerging. One team of scientists began thinking differently. They wondered if the answer might not be a single brilliant event at all. Perhaps the star wasn't a star but something else, an alignment so delicate that only modern calculations could reveal it. The planetary ballet in ancient skies. This new explanation for the Star of Bethlehem is turning attention away from dramatic meteors and fiery supernovae. Some scientists now believe the star may have been a planetary alignment. In this scenario, two or more planets appeared so close together in the sky that they seemed like a single bright object. Unlike a meteor or comet, this would have been steady, visible for days or even weeks, and could have guided travelers. Modern astronomy allows scientists to calculate the positions of planets thousands of years ago. Using precise software, they can essentially rewind the night sky to see what celestial events would have been visible from ancient Judea. This means researchers can test theories against the historical timeframe traditionally associated with Jesus' birth. It is a remarkable blend of history, mathematics, and science, showing that even an event from millennia ago can leave traces in the heavens. One of the most compelling candidates is a series of planetary conjunctions. These are events where bright planets, such as Jupiter and Saturn, or sometimes Venus, appear extremely close together from Earth's perspective. Ancient astrologers would have regarded such alignments as powerful omens. To them, the merging of bright planets could signal the birth of a king or the arrival of a significant leader. Unlike a supernova or comet, which would have been dramatic and perhaps alarming, a planetary alignment is subtle yet meaningful, aligning perfectly with the story of the Magi following a star in the east. This explanation appeals because it offers both a scientific and cultural context. The sky would have displayed a remarkable pattern without the chaos of a blazing celestial explosion. The planets' positions could have been interpreted as a sign of importance by the wise men, who were skilled in reading the heavens and understanding astrology. The idea that the Star of Bethlehem was a slow, deliberate dance of planets adds a layer of realism to the story, bridging ancient observation and modern science. Yet, backtracking the sky produced more than one possible alignment. Some configurations matched the biblical description only partially, while others fit the timing but not the location or significance of the planets involved. The real surprise came when scientists narrowed the options to an almost unbelievable arrangement. It was so rare and precise that the odds of it happening at the right time and place seemed extraordinary. This alignment could finally connect the historical, astronomical, and symbolic dots in a way no comet, nova, or meteor could. A rare celestial configuration. In recent decades, researchers like Michael R. Molnar offered a fresh perspective. He proposed that the star may not have been a sudden flash in the sky at all. Instead, it could have been a carefully timed astrological event, a natal horoscope marking the birth of a divine king. This approach relies on the idea that the Magi were not modern astronomers, but astrologers who read meaning in the movements of planets and stars. Molnar's analysis focuses on a remarkable planetary alignment around 6 BC. According to his calculations, the Sun, Jupiter, Moon, and Saturn all appeared in the zodiac sign Aries, while Venus occupied the neighboring sign and Mercury and Mars appeared in Taurus. This combination of at least 5 planets along with the Sun and Moon would have been extremely rare. To astrologers of the time, such a configuration signaled something extraordinary, a cosmic declaration of a king's birth in Judea. This explanation resonates because it fits the worldview of the ancient Magi. They would have interpreted the movements of planets and celestial bodies as messages from the heavens. A simple bright star or comet might not have carried the same meaning. Molnar's model does not rely on a spectacular visual event, but on a subtle and highly significant arrangement of celestial objects. It is an alignment that combines astronomical precision with cultural and religious interpretation. What do you think about this new perspective on the Star of Bethlehem? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe channel.